Breaking news, Bulls Nation. We've just witnessed one of the most jaw-dropping moves in NBA history. Kevin Durant has officially joined the Chicago Bulls. Yes, you heard that right. The two-time NBA champion, two-time Finals MVP, and scoring machine is now set to lead the Bulls to greatness. This is the kind of moment we've been waiting for, and trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. If you're as excited as I am about this game-changing move, hit that like button, subscribe to stay up to date on everything Bulls, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss the latest news. We're diving deep into why this is a historic moment for Chicago, how Durant fits into the Bulls' championship plans, and what this means for the entire NBA landscape. Let's go. This is the start of something special. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. When you think of Kevin Durant, you think of championships, MVP caliber performances, and a player who's changed the way the game is played. And now, in a stunning twist of fate, he's coming to the Chicago Bulls. This is a major turning point for the franchise and for the league as a whole, and in this video, we're going to break down everything about this move, why it happened, how it impacts the Bulls, and what this means for their championship aspirations. Trust me, Bulls fans, this is the kind of news you've been waiting for. So, let's dive deep into this. First, let's talk about how we got to this point. Kevin Durant has been one of the most talked about names in the NBA over the last few years, especially following his tenure with the Brooklyn Nets. We've all seen the rumors swirling about where KD might end up, and at one point, it looked like he was going to stick with the Nets for the long haul. But after another year of frustration, with a talented but inconsistent roster, and the Nets falling short of their championship aspirations, Durant decided it was time to move on. Several teams began to express interest, but one team kept popping up as a serious contender, the Chicago Bulls. Now, let's be clear, when it comes to the NBA, securing a star of Durant's caliber isn't just about being a good team. It's about timing, flexibility, and the willingness to make bold moves. The Bulls, having made some savvy moves over the last few seasons, have positioned themselves as a competitive team in the Eastern Conference. But adding Durant to the mix? That takes the team to a whole new level. So, how did the Bulls land this deal? Well, it wasn't easy. Let's just say that there were a lot of moving pieces involved. We all know that Chicago has been rebuilding, but over the past few years, they've stockpiled young talent like Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic. But the Bulls weren't just looking to build for the future, they were looking to contend now. They had the space, the assets, and most importantly, the desire to land a superstar who could push them into true championship contention. And when word got out that Durant was ready to leave Brooklyn, the Bulls were one of the first teams to make a serious play. What made the Bulls' pitch so compelling was the opportunity to pair Durant with a team that already had some star power. DeRozan is still one of the best mid-range players in the game, and LaVine is coming into his own as one of the league's top scorers. Combine that with a solid frontcourt player in Vucevic and the strong defensive presence of Lonzo Ball, who we're all hoping will return soon, and suddenly, the Bulls look like a team that can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the East. Durant's versatility on offense and his ability to lock down multiple positions on defense made him the perfect fit for what Chicago needed. When you talk about Kevin Durant's game, it's hard to know where to start. The man is one of the most complete players in the history of the NBA. A two-time NBA champion, a two-time Finals MVP, and a four-time scoring champion, Durant is the definition of a game changer. His scoring ability is absolutely lethal, and he can take over any game at any moment. But it's not just his scoring that sets him apart. Durant's ability to stretch the floor, create his own shot, and make others around him better is what makes him such a special player. And the fact that he can do all of this while playing in an incredibly high-pressure environment on the biggest stage, year after year, it's no wonder that KD is considered one of the greatest of all time. But let's not forget, Durant's defensive game is often overlooked. Standing at 6'10" with a nearly 7'5" wingspan, Durant is a nightmare for opposing offenses. Whether it's guarding the perimeter or challenging shots in the paint, Durant has the tools to shut down some of the best scorers in the league. Add that to the already strong defense that Chicago has with players like Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball, and you're looking at a Bulls team that's going to be incredibly tough to beat. Now, let's talk about how this move affects the rest of the Bulls roster. You've got DeRozan, LaVine, Vucevic, and now Durant. That's an absolutely stacked lineup. But how does that impact the rest of the team? First off, expect DeRozan to transition into more of a secondary scoring role. His mid-range game has always been a key strength for the Bulls, and while Durant will undoubtedly take over as the primary scorer, DeRozan's ability to create his own shot will still be critical for the team's success. Zach LaVine, who has been known for his scoring ability and his elite athleticism, will now have even more space to operate. With Durant commanding attention on the floor, LaVine shooting and attacking the rim could be lethal, especially as a secondary option in the offense. Nikola Vucevic's role will also shift. As one of the better big men in the league, Vucevic's ability to stretch the floor and score inside will complement Durant's skill set perfectly. While Vucevic has been known for his rebounding and scoring down low, his ability to hit mid-range jumpers and stretch the defense will help the Bulls maintain offensive spacing. With Durant, the floor spacing will be wide open, giving Vucevic the chance to operate in space and pick up easy buckets. The return of Lonzo Ball is another factor that will play a huge role in the Bulls' success. With Ball's elite playmaking and defensive ability, he's the perfect player to pair with Durant. Ball can facilitate the offense, create open looks for Durant, and make sure that the offense flows smoothly. With his ability to defend and his court vision, Lonzo will allow Durant to focus on his scoring while knowing the ball is in good hands. But here's the million-dollar question: will Kevin Durant be enough to bring the Bulls back to championship contention? Well, folks, if there was ever a time for the Bulls to make a run, it's now. With Durant in tow, the Bulls have one of the most dynamic and well-rounded rosters in the NBA. They've got the scoring, they've got the defense, and they've got the leadership to go all the way. They'll be a matchup nightmare for any team in the Eastern Conference, and when you look at the current state of the league, the Bulls are positioned to make a real run for the title. Let's talk about the fans' reactions. Chicago is buzzing with excitement right now. Bulls fans are ecstatic about Durant's arrival, and why wouldn't they be? This is the kind of move that turns a team from good to great. The city of Chicago has been waiting for a championship contender for years, and now they have one. The energy in the city is palpable, and fans are already envisioning a parade down Michigan Avenue with Durant at the helm. Social media is going crazy, with fans flooding Twitter and Instagram with excitement, calling this the biggest move in Bulls history. As for the rest of the NBA, well, this move sends shockwaves throughout the league. The Eastern Conference just got a whole lot tougher, and teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, the Miami Heat, and the Boston Celtics are now looking at the Bulls with a new level of respect. This isn't just a big move for Chicago, it's a game-changing move for the entire NBA. So, Bulls Nation, are you ready for this? Kevin Durant is officially a Chicago Bull, and the city is about to witness something truly special. The future is bright for the Bulls, and this move could be the catalyst that finally brings a championship back to Chicago. What do you think? Is this the move that puts the Bulls over the top? Can Durant lead this team to its first NBA title in over 2 decades? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on all the latest Bulls news. We're just getting started, and this journey with Durant is going to be one for the ages. Thanks for watching, Bulls fans. Let's get ready for a new era of Chicago basketball, and as always, go Bulls.